can you pay for Facebook? Can you pay to use Facebook? Like, to safeguard your data on Facebook, can you pay Facebook?
No.
Why?
Because you're using the data for advertisement now. So advertisement you're making money out of. I won't pay you for that.
What if you were making money off of that? What if you also have a business? And
I would definitely pay.
So
if I was going to make, if Facebook should be the one paying me for my data, not the other way around. Because yes, I want you to safeguard my data, but that does not mean that you should start giving out my data indiscriminately. No, that's just wrong.
But you would want Facebook to give you data if you needed it for your own business.
Yeah.
It's
But
the same
here's the
data
thing.
from other people
Here's
that
the thing.
you're trying to protect.
How many people really use Facebook ads?
Okay, so basically,
Businesses?
I think Facebook ads are like the keke thing of this time. Like it's broken traditional advertisement.
Like
down.
nobody does traditional
like,
adverts
it broke it
anymore.
down, like it made it so stupid kind of. Let me just use that word.
No, digital marketing existed. Social networks or social media marketing is just one aspect of digital marketing. There's a whole other aspect. Like digital marketing is a big fish on its
But
own.
you know, social media is like the biggest thing on
Because
the
you're saying it's one.
internet.
It is, but Facebook, yeah, I know Facebook sort of dominates the social media industry
Sure.
and everything. And they can't even change their revenue model. There's no way we can look at it from any. They can't change their revenue model. It still has to be ads. So now the thing is, how do you protect people's data? That's just the question. So asking people to pay to protect their data on Facebook, I might as well just delete my Facebook account.
So like,
Do you know the good thing is, I don't even use Facebook for any
Thank
other
you.
thing
Funny
except to manage business pages.
I don't think it will be a case of asking people to pay to protect their data. It will be a case of having people pay to not get bombarded with
and
adverts.
that makes a lot.
I
of
would
sense.
pay to not be bombarded
Yeah,
with
so that
adverts.
makes sense.
Yeah.
If you tell me, but here's the thing: if 100,000 or 100 million people are going to pay to not get adverts, that means that they are advertising. That means that they have 100 million people less to advertise to.
But they've
So
gotten
if they
the
want
money.
to change their revenue model, businesses that do okay, so we don't want ads, just pay for the service.
Hack,
There are two different models.
hack of the day. You can actually still block ads from Facebook without paying anyone. They are ad blockers. So if you really don't like Facebook ads, just
But that's
go
some
and
like
download
that's like
an
some
ad
third party
block.
shit now. And I think Facebook is tapping down on third party Instagram.
No, it's not. It's not linked to Facebook per se. All Facebook will tell you if they find out there's an ad blocker blocking their ads, is they will tell you that you need to disable so your ad blocker
To be able to-
view this and that. Well, they can't stop you from getting ad blocker.
So it means that technically Facebook has not even infringed on our rights because there is an option for you to block ads.
But guys, you know,
But that's if you're using an ad blocker. They infringed on our rights because they carried our data. They made it available indiscriminately.
Okay.
No, that's the question now.
they always had it. So what? It's just like having.
So if
a
you want to
book.
advertise on Facebook, you can access the number of men and women using Facebook. You can access, in fact, abroad is worse to the extent that you can target by how much you earn. You really can't do that in this part of the world because that doesn't work. You don't have social security or whatever they use to get that. But abroad, you can actually target, oh, I want someone earning between this amount and this amount. It's that bad. So think about a giant that has that data about you. You now carry it and allow other people to have access to it. And the worst part is you found out that these people had access to it a long time ago. And I mean, you now allow it to escalate. It now becomes something that they use during elections to manipulate people.
I think
You know that's
where
what
they
the
got,
media is.
where they got it wrong was getting election involved and politics involved. So once politics gets involved in anything, it becomes a little bit more complex. So basically, the ad thing, running ads on people's profile, giving out data, wasn't a wrong move until politics got in. It's just the same way like getting religion or hate speech involved.
Am I being, what's the word for it? Am I being negative or is it personal if I say this data that they are paying us to protect, who offered it to them in the first place?
You obviously
So
gave
we
that.
posted this.
You gave
But
your
you've
data to
actually
them.
come across your feed when you see somebody posting his exact location.
Mm-hmm.
So we are the one offering this willingly for other people to see. So what I was talking about protecting.
But these are
Who's to
data
blame?
that when you're opening your Facebook account, it's mandatory for
That
you
you
to
feel.
fill.
There's some
You
things
have
that
to
are actually
fill.
not mandatory.
Some things are mandatory, like some basic
your
things:
name,
your
date of
name,
birth,
your
Sex.
surname,
But it's
your
a setting that
sex.
stops you from showing your age and stuff like that. Your sex,
No,
your age.
but you've already given Facebook that data.
So Facebook is
The
going to use
the moment you sign up and you give Facebook that data, you've given Facebook that data. You can't take it back.
it.
So in the case of pseudonyms, you still create an identity, and that
Exactly.
identity can be tracked. So basically, there's an
You know,
identity that
data mining is one world on its own, like one whole world on its own. I don't know how my entire CV got online. It's online. I probably submitted it to one company one time that decided to just give it out to people who carry it. It's the same way people try to extract emails of. That's why you get some crazy emails and you be like, oh, well, how did these people get my email? It's because they got your data from somewhere. There are people who peddle this data. That is their business. That is what they do. And that was what happened in the case of Facebook.
It's optional to actually give your data out. If you didn't give it to them, they would not have it.
then you wouldn't have a Facebook account. in
Do you
the
know
first
why?
place.
You know why nobody is excluded or exempted from this? Because we put our data online one way or the other.
Okay.
It's just like, you know, the moment you feel it's just like banks. BVN now allows everybody to have access to. Okay, Iju, let me give you a scenario. These guys, borrow money guys. What's their name again? Borrow money.
Rent money?
Quick, no, not rent money. Online, they have an app. Pay later. So I heard a gist that pay later. Someone was owing pay later. Someone was trying to defraud pay later. You know, when you sign up on pay later, they ask for access to your contacts. You know those apps that ask for access to your contacts. So they actually called the person's uncle or something to report the person. Do you understand? Because the moment you sign up and this app is asking you for access to your contacts, access to your data, access to your gallery, that means they can poke into your phone gallery anytime they feel like.
What they ask
So what
for
are you
access.
saying?
There's no privacy.
But you
they
have
ask
granted
you.
it. So the moment you grant it, your privacy is gone.
That's the
You
point.
signed up for it. That's my
So
point.
you don't give that. But when you say acts, it's not like acts. It's more of like
But
an
it's
invasion,
functionality.
like
Yeah.
If you don't
invasion,
give them
like
access, you can't use
You
that
can't
app.
an
use the app.
You
intrusion.
can't properly use it.
Exactly, it's like an intrusion if you don't use this, or if you don't grant us access
Can I say
to
that?
use this.
Imagine
we won't
downloading
be
Skype
able
and
to
saying,
use
oh,
this.
okay, Skype, I'm not giving you access
So it's
to
like an
contact.
intrusion,
anything.
kind of.
Would you,
You
be
won't
able
even
to
be able to
You will be able to
utilize
use
the
the
app.
app.
And besides, when we buy these phones, some of the apps just like come by. You don't have, like, you see the apps on your phone. You don't need to download them at first, so it's in your
They don't
face
even ask
already.
you for it. Those ones
It's
are
in your
even
face.
worse. They don't even ask you for anything.
Yeah, but I thought this guy already warned us. The first whistleblower, what's his name? Snowden. Yeah, he had already warned us that the government was already doing something.
Snooping around.
Yeah. So I think anybody that is
Yeah.
a victim now is just someone that refuses to listen.
Yeah,
Okay,
they-
so if a company like Telegram will have issues in Russia because it will not give out user data, then who says the government is really doing anything? You guys,
Sorry,
see,
Apple
have you guys
had
heard,
such
you
issues
heard, you heard
one
the
time
theory
with
now?
FBI, where they prompted Apple to release
And then Google
some
is deleting
and
your
Apple
records.
refused
data,
to
and
give.
Apple refused,
Yes.
and this, that,
So
that.
see,
It went
so
back and
it's
went forth.
more or less you control what you want to put online. I personally, I don't. Put
There are very
my
few
name-
of us who know that. Very, very few of us, and I
Yeah, but
must
that's
say
why-
that's because
That's
we are
why you
more
ask questions before you start.
more savvy
Most
when
people-
it comes to tech.
Most people get into these apps because my friend is doing it. You understand? So that's really a problem.
You know, let me give you a scenario. This one is a very funny scenario. I wanted to open a new bank account in Access Bank. And for the first time in my life, I sat down to actually read the account opening form, like read the terms and conditions and everything. And I got to a clause. I saw, if anything happens to your money while in our care, we are not liable to return it. And I asked the account officer, like, sorry, what is this? This is what this means. And she was like, it's always there, that's always been there. And not really, but we're just saying that But
It's a good perspective.
that was like, she understand what I'm saying.
Direct to my face.
Like everything comes with terms and conditions. Every app you use comes with terms and conditions. So we should take time out to read
No.
terms and conditions.
No one reads T&C.
But do you remember?
That's why you
I've
have to
never
start
read
reading.
But who remembers
T&C.
that? Who remembers
That's so
that? Who remembers
voluminous.
that particular episode in South Park? I don't watch South Park a lot, but there was that episode where they showed how people just go in and you just go and buy devices. Like it was about Apple that day, and you just sign an agreement. You just signed this.
Without
And there was this
reading
particular
anything.
episode, and somebody signed. The group of people went to pick iPhones for free, and they were like, what do you need to do? Sign an agreement, and they signed it. And I think a couple of days after, Apple came. And they were like, didn't you read the contract? We virtually own you now. So you signed up now, and we're about to test human beings. So now you are like an I can't remember what they called human beings. So they were removing people's organs, and they were trying to be like, no, we own your asses now. That kind of thing. So stuff like that people have been trying to warn us. In a
But
way.
we've been ignoring
But you
it.
just see it in movies and you just laugh and you just go. They acted a full movie, Snowden. Do you understand? There's a movie called Snowden. You watch certain movies, big shots, people are letting you know that your government, first of all, they are not to be trusted. You know the word politics. Do you understand? These politicians will eventually influence your owners of Facebook and so, because why? Once you get to a certain level as a person, you would be influenced by politicians, whether you like it or not. So he is just the scapegoat for a bigger set of people behind.
You mean Mark Zuckerberg?
Yes, he's just
Well,
a
guess
scapegoat.
what?
But the question is, how
He's a
long?
scapegoat, but in the situation of America and Congress and blah blah blah, the whole hearing or whatever it was tagged, they disgraced themselves.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they seemed too
Because
clueless.
it
I
was
about
a
to
bunch
say
of
that.
old men who knew
Who knew
nothing
nothing.
about Facebook asking stupid, obvious questions.
And
Like
the
I
funny
said,
thing was that
I
he
had-
dressed responsibly to
Yes.
attend to them.
I had better questions. And then the shocking thing is, after all that, because we all know what America does to successful people,
And
it only raised the stocks. Like Facebook stocks skyrocketed within the next 24 hours. So quite frankly, it's not. He
they-
wasn't a
if
scapegoat.
they really
He
wanted to
wasn't-
have a
Data
hearing,
Yeah.
and we
if they
keep
wanted
making
a
money.
hearing, they
See.
should have taken him to a university environment or even a college or a secondary school and high school.
And have people
where you
who
have
actually
kids
use
that understand
Facebook,
Facebook,
ask those
talk
questions.
Facebook, not a bunch of old men
I don't
who don't know what
I don't
Facebook
know.
is.
I don't know how many of you know of this series called House of Cards.
Yeah.
House of Cards.
If you watch House of Cards, you will know that there are two types of politicians. There's the ones that are made up of those people that join for that Congress, and they are the main. So there's someone that is eventually going to use this to win an election somewhere. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is something somebody needs
going to
to
cash
win
in.
an election next year. People are seeing it's all play now. Very soon now, you hear America is going for, they are going to do them, what do you call it, elections and stuff. And somebody is going to tell the great Donald Trump that during your this, people, this, and this company was in your country, this. So we're just seeing something.
It's all part of a bigger
So it's
plan.
just something that somebody is going to enjoy later.
I think
Do you
for
understand?
me,
Because if we remember what Trump used against
Hillary.
Hillary, was it not the same data,
Yeah.
this,
Yes.
and that?
Yes.
so I,
No,
I,
but it
I-
has been proven, however, that that scenario did not in
affect
any
the
way
election.
affect
The election. So she
result.
probably
think it
had.
did.
It did not.
It was
It did not.
proven. Let's agree.
Voters' decision had already been
Been
made.
made before.
So there was no way that scandal
scandal had affected
had
the
affected
election.
or had
So
prompted.
How do you know? So
So-
what's the? Do you have a
before
proof?
we go delve into America's election, let's talk about the election it affected, our own election.
come on.
It didn't really affect me.
I mean, the numbers were put out there as if, oh really, they manipulated the psyche of Nigerians to make them think. And I was like, okay, I think white people always think these things work the same way in this part of the world. It doesn't. It just doesn't, really, yeah. Nigerians don't. You want to tell me that what you see on Facebook, you see it on Facebook, you tell somebody else, and you actually believe it. It's just like the messages we've been receiving for
Yeah.
years. there's one place in Maryland that they kidnap people, that they kill people there. I mean, people send it, then by now everybody knows that this thing does not work. Just send it back to the person that stop sending me this. People are smart that way, and this is our generation anyway, not our fathers.
Ouch.
But the point is,
My father's generation is smart.
wait,
Thank
I'm
sorry.
part of that.
I meant phone smart or internet smart
Tech
or
smart.
web smart or
Basically,
tech
You know,
savvy.
you know what I think about that Facebook thing related to Nigeria? It's just like what happens in Nigeria. People like to cash in. Do you understand?
To
like
what?
Cashing.
How can-
cash in. So like for instance now, that guy that did that Malga on top, then somebody decided to make shirts. Do you understand? And cashed out. And then you have somebody who
Days
open his
go
mouth
do.
and say my iPhone in Nigeria is slow. How are you going to relate with somebody that is using Siri, using all features of the phone, and you're saying your phone is slow? So I just feel like we just wanted to just tag ourselves, you know, that stuff, just to say, Nigerians who during election went to Facebook to ask or say
Who to vote for?
Facebook. How much
you
data?
vote for is
When
not
everybody's
determined by what is
looking,
your
when you
phone.
check your consumption rate of data
But there were
consumed,
polls.
Online.
Jonathan or Buhari, APC or PDP.
PDP.
And guess what? These polls had somehow influenced
People's mindset.
my own voting
Did you
decision
vote?
because I did.
I voted.
I was on
Did you
Twitter.
vote?
Yeah.
Did you vote?
No.
Did you vote? Did you
I was
vote?
not even around.
Did you vote?
No, I didn't. But there's
Majority
this
of the people, the people who
there's
really
a
vote, whose
psychological
votes really
aspect
count,
to this.
Don't have
the
Facebook
market
account.
women, the artisans.
No, don't say that.
Don't say
No.
that.
You
don't
can't say the
that.
people whose votes really
No.
count don't
Everybody's-
vote. I'm not a market woman. I'm not an artist.
Yeah,
and
you
I
might
voted.
say you
You are
weren't
one of the
influenced.
few educated people. You know the way it is in this country where we have elections and educated people will tell you they cannot go and queue, their votes won't count, so they
It's
won't
my
vote
civic right. I have to be
anyway.
under the sun.
Some
I
people
don't
actually
mind.
think that way.
Why didn't you vote?
Don't say
She's
something
under
I was not.
18.
Because not of age.
Why didn't you
Really,
vote?
the last election, people that voted based on emotion. Okay, they were really emotional about Buhari. They wanted Buhari to win and Jonathan to go and all of those things. But really, my reason for not voting was because my card was not ready. But on the other hand, people that voted not take service was because they were emotional about the person that they wanted to be on.
I think that's a very biased opinion. That's your own
It was an
opinion.
emotional election.
No,
no,
you
no,
can't
don't
say
say
that
that.
the people that voted.
Voted.
You can only say that most
people
of the
voted
people that
because of
voted
emotional
voted
rushes.
because of emotional whatever. But you can't say that everybody that I didn't vote
No, I
based on
didn't vote
emotions.
because-
I've gone past the point of
Yes, somebody tells
voting
me
based
it's
on emotions.
Hausa or it's
I can
Muslim or
Hausa,
Christian
Igbo, Yoruba,
no.
Christian, or
I want a leader.
Muslim.
My summation is that I think our government should enact a law on data privacy.
In
One way-
Nigeria,
in
We would have to
yeah.
have a committee look at that for maybe a year
Now,
or two.
that's-
And they get salary for
You are
that,
missing
you know.
the point here. You guys are missing the point. It is the government that is actually guilty of this. Forget Facebook now. The government is guilty of this. The government is actually guilty of this. Before the last election, there were many instances that Jonathan actually contracted snooping device, as in snooping whatever, to Israelis, an Israeli company, to spy on us. What do you think they were using to spy on us? It was what we were doing online. It wasn't like they were coming into our houses to spy on us. It was what they were doing online. I mean, the government liked the fact that our data is out there. They don't want us to stop
But it
putting
can be
data out there.
misused in
That's-
this part of
I
the
think
world.
every government likes to have
He's
the
saying
data.
it's going
no, not
to be
every
misused.
government.
Every
Like
government.
Russian government,
Every-
they don't.
And then do you know why they are closing down Telegram?
Okay,
It's
right.
because they want access to people's data on Telegram.
They want to put it inside their circle. not
And then
take
you
it-
want
not
to
people
monitor
have it
what
out
people
there.
do.
Okay,
The
because
thing
it's part of military.
the thing is,
like
the
it's part
reason
of
why
security.
someone
So
like
security can be
Snowden,
abridged. Do you understand?
Okay, but they don't mind breaching it themselves, not other people
Yes,
doing it.
you get.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a case of we're asking the government to put legislature down to save the people, and in the long run, it's like a state coming to bite itself, and then we're like the prey in the entire circle. So basically, people will be on social media. You can't take social media away from people. But the truth is, every government likes to have the data of its people, because what makes the government is the ability to have something to hold against people.
So why not we make we create something like Facebook Nigeria, where we create our own social media, because everything they are selling out on Facebook is Western culture. That means you see a guy you see an ad, is a guy with suit and tie. So we create our local social media.
The Facebook we use is actually
Towards
exactly
Nigeria.
towards Nigeria,
I get
towards the
what
society,
I'm
towards our
saying,
Nigerian
culture.
creators of social media.
Here's the thing, not only social media, we need Nigerian creators of actual technological solutions or apps or everything that is relatable to us, that is for us.
There's Naira Land. You can as well
Naira Land
go
is
on
a
Naira
forum.
Land
It's a
and
forum
start
for just discussion.
talking.
So I would
and-
use Naira Land, I wouldn't use Reddit. That's the idea. So like a Naira Land for every Reddit, which is like a WhatsApp, our own messaging platform for a WhatsApp, our own social network for a Facebook.
Yeah, I get your point, but the key thing here is acceptance.
Okay, yeah, we know
People, I'm sure people have
Don't
tried.
accept it
I'm sure
because
people have
you
tried.
if I wouldn't
People have
contradict
tried.
myself,
But why will I leave Facebook? Hold on. Why will I leave Facebook and go for another one? Really? I mean, look at it that way. Why will I leave
I think-
Instagram? Why will I leave the rest and go for another one?
I think this is
Acceptance is key
I
here.
think we have
Facebook and Instagram and the rest of the popular social media has that.
Mm.
I think we should say
problem.
trust issues
Yeah, the
is key. So I was talking to someone about this Afri-One mobile thingy. So I won't buy that phone because it's made in Nigeria. Or it was assembled in Nigeria. So it's the same way you would tell me that I should come use maybe a scanner that was made by a Nigerian man or a woman or tried on my pregnant wife. No, I
No, it
won't
goes.
trust
It
it.
even goes beyond the
that's
Nigeria.
that's a psychological
Okay.
Like there's
problem.
a trust factor.
It's a psychological problem. It's really because now how we started was we met later, we sent it to oversee the created issues, and we were like, wow.
What?
So now
Sorry, I didn't get
we
Leather.
yeah. So now if our Nigerian guys create extract this leather, create an issue and give it to us, we'll say it's not Italian, so we are not going to buy it. That is where it started till it went into us trusting our own things. Maybe we don't create our own phones, we assemble phones, but there are other products we
We're
create.
certainly getting there. I think at this point in Nigeria, I think everybody will admit to the fact that when it comes to fabrics, it's a no-brainer. I trust Nigerian fabrics. I trust Nigerian clothing. I trust Nigerian designers right now. I think we've all gotten to a point where in a week you will wear a Nigerian brand.
But
You
we
wear
take,
Nigerian
but we
made.
take.
Yeah, we've
There's
not
another
gotten
level
there,
of complexity.
but we're definitely
that
getting
involves-
That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
Because let me
and besides, social media.
Can we take it back to a point? I was on Facebook the other day. Then there was a picture of some guys was it EFCC or the Nigeria police apprehending some guys that do illegal brewing. They have their brewing
Yes,
illegally.
yes,
So
yeah.
normally I would expect people to say they want to kill people, this or that. But what I saw from Nigerians was, if this thing was actually good, help them, let them do it
Yes.
better.
It's same way with the
So I'm
Niger
trying to
Delta
tell you
guys that refine
even
oil.
our tech, they'll be like, this is a Nigerian tech, like there's Niger what? Is that not a Nigerian?
Yeah,
app?
there's Nigerian words,
People
and I
are
play
actually
it
You,
on my
you
phone.
guys follow the
So Nigerian
hashtag. I
things,
think
that's
we
what
had a
we have
post
to
on
know.
that. The hashtag made in Nigeria or we are Nigerian creatives. I mean, you would see beautiful. I
These
mean,
Nigerian words.
like
Yes.
Let's start rounding up, guys. It's almost 1:30 minutes. The battery is coming.
awesome things that were created by Nigerians.
Like the box that is in the
awesome.
background was awesome.
Like seriously, Nigerians are getting better. We are evolving. We are doing things
Obviously, we're
differently.
thinkers. You can't take that away from
we're
You
us.
can't take that away
becoming
from
more
us.
open-minded.
And the
Yeah,
only
we're
thing,
becoming more open-minded.
the only thing is we need an enabling
we are getting
environment
And it's really
that
not so
allows
ready right
us
now.
to be the best of who we are. So basically, that's it.
So I believe someday maybe I'll believe in Nigerian tech the way I would believe in something else, or maybe my kids will come and believe in Nigerian tech. And
No, I don't believe that it's going to get to a point where my kids would come and believe in Nigerian tech. I think that on this table, we can say to an extent that we are getting to a point where we're trusting certain Nigerian brands, certain Nigerian things. There are things that I've used and then I find out, oh, this is Nigerian. So I'm like, fantastic. So the trust level has increased. So hopefully in a matter of time, before our kids, we would begin to trust Nigerian tech.
Thank you.